Hey there and welcome back to the channel. This is Miss Moonsong. Today we have a very quick 4-message reading. On the top left we have Selenite, which is message 1. On the top right we have Lemurian seed crystal, which is message 2. We have on the bottom left Smokey Quartz with an aura, which is message 3. And on the bottom right we have a Quartz and Agate Geode, and that's message 4. Stick around for the shuffle. Today's message is about this question: Prince or Pauper? Who are you in the Lyra Wars? Make sure you stick around for your messages by clicking on the timestamp, and then after that go to the Afterthoughts so you can hear a general message about the whole reading. Now the 4 piles have been shuffled. On the top left is Selenite with message 1. On the top right is Lemurian Sea Crystal with message 2. On the bottom left is Smokey Aura Quartz with message 3. And on the bottom right is an Agate Quartz Geode with message 4. Sorry, just want to show you. Beautiful. Take a moment to choose and select which one you think you're drawn to, keeping in mind which person are you in the Lyra Wars. Are you a prince or a pauper? Are you a priestess or a priest? Or are you a warrior or something like that? We'll let you know with the timestamps below. Thank you so much. Message 1. So you are someone who is usually a self-starter, but you weren't allowed to be. You were stabbed in the back. The truth is that the moon was out when something happened to you. You might have been a queen or a king that was hurt. So you have 2 of Earth in reverse, the 5 of Water, and Knight of Earth. So you were probably royalty who was stabbed in the back, and you've gone through this like intense grieving process because you couldn't decide something and something was decided for you. You have a double mission. Lightworker, Starseed, serve the world by being you. And I honor what I want to feel. We're going to do your flower pulse too. So, in the Lyra Wars, you knew someone who owned a ship, and you went somewhere with them, and they stabbed you in the back, and they killed you. You were supposed to be with a woman or a person, a partner, and they left you because they fell in love with a king. They don't know how to tell you this, but actually, if you come back for them, you'll find something that you weren't expecting, like a karmic partnership happening between a prince or a king and a person, and you won't like what you see, so maybe you shouldn't go there. You should figure out what your missions are and then move forward. So I think you were some kind of warrior or prince or knight or king, and I think that you have to find what your mission is so that you can continue on with it. Thank you. Lemurian Sea Crystal. Message 2. Let's see. You are like a bird keeper or a beekeeper or a gardener. You see something in like the backyard and you know that something is happening. You can hear or overhear conversations because you're kind of like your job has to do with nature, and you like hear people talking. So you have the Six of Coins in reverse, which means you might not have been super wealthy, but you work for wealthy people. You have Eagle in reverse, which means you're hearing, but you're not sure like of what is in the picture. You have, one second. You have Judgment, One of Fire in reverse, Five of Fire, the Void in reverse, and the universe works fast when I'm having fun. So you're actually allowed to have fun and you're allowed to like do stuff. You aren't a prince, but you work near princes. So you kind of work in this like court where you are allowed to like talk to people, but like you aren't actually like part of the court because you get to do whatever you want to do on your free time. You are like a citizen or something like that who works for the court, and you overhear conversations all the time. Super like juicy gossip, all the time. It's great. So let's just see. Your flower pools are. So you were in the garden. This is super exciting. You were in the garden. You saw the ship land, and you like know something about the ship, and basically you have to go tell someone. And if you go tell them, then their mission will change, and I'm hoping it's for the better. But it looks like there's going to be a war, and you don't know what to do because you're not actually in it. You're someone who's a citizen who's like, go get this guy so you can go do that. So actually go ahead and say it because someone's in intel and they really need you to tell them like what the problem is, or like where you're gonna go, or like what's a good decision to make because you have that extra little piece of information. So that sounds good. Thank you. Message 3. Smokey or a Quartz. You are like the eye. You have the Two of Wands in reverse, which means you know what to do, but you have two choices and you have to make them quickly. You have Wild Woman. Sorry, this is you have Virgo in reverse, which is the Empress in reverse. You have One of Earth in reverse and Seven of Fire in reverse. You are probably a queen who doesn't know what to do. You have the Golden Children in reverse as well. The presence of love will always cast out fear in reverse. So you're probably a queen who sits on a throne and she has children and they're very delightful children, but actually you're almost always under attack, and you need to know this right now. It's that people are coming for you and you need to know how to divert their attention so that they don't go forward. So you're probably the queen of your castle, whatever that means to you. Boys turn into men, and they do this by going through war. When they go through war, what happens is they change. War can change a person is something that we hear a lot, and it does, because men condition themselves to be warriors and soldiers. So if your sons go to war, they will become men if they survive. Should they survive, the strength of their team will tell you a lot about how successful they are. So make sure that they are always on a successful team. If your children are always on a successful team, you will make sure that they will know how to behave in the future, because they will tell each other how to behave. So for the girls, if the girls are staying at home, make sure that they're comfy and cozy. If the boys are staying at home, make sure they're not hurt. Boys in the field must never be injured, so try and hold back whenever you can. A lot of this is about mothering sons who are heirs. And they also need to make sure that they're always careful about enemies who seem like friends but who are very greedy. So, yep. Thank you so much. You're a queen. Message 4. This is a Quartz Geode with Agate on the back. Quite rare, I believe. You are someone who is in the palace a lot. You're with the priests quite a lot, and you deal with the middle world frequently. So you have the Queen of Water, the Page of Fire, and the Knight of Water. This is all about messages and talking to the Queen and making sure that you are always on your A game. You have to be on your A game because you work with really high level people, and I think you're kind of a priest, actually. You have Earth in reverse, and when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. This is about like you being a priest or some sort of advisor, and you have to give messages all the time. When there's a war, you want to surrender, but actually it's the choice of the queen. Don't surrender. She's already sent her men out, and they need you to be a line of defense. You shouldn't hold back when you have a lot of intel or information, because actually people need you to talk all the time. So when people need you to talk, you must talk, because it's really important that everyone gets all of the message all at once at the same time forever. It's kind of like how the Bible was sent around, so everyone knew that the prophet was under attack by a colony of Romans, basically. So everyone understands that like Jesus was hurt, but actually some of his disciples and his apostles didn't say what they were supposed to say then. They said it after. So we want you to say it first so that we can move forward very quickly. I think you're a priest, or someone who is in politics as an advisor. Okay, thank you. Afterthoughts. A bunch of shaman cards came out. Yes, I wonder why. Taming the Wind, the Hunter, Water in reverse, the Circle, the Curse in reverse, the Earth Keeper in reverse, the Spiral, the Owl in reverse, Beauty Way in reverse, Coyote in reverse, the Rattle, the Hummingbird, Lightning in reverse, Hummingbird in reverse, the Vision Quest in reverse, the Seer in reverse. You have the Two of Fire, the Ten of Fire in reverse, and the Page of Water. Ooh. The Starkeeper. Your life is a canvas in reverse. Perspective in reverse. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. This is a really crazy set. Actually, this is about at least 4 people. There's a hunter, a priestess, a priest, a warrior, a soldier, a priestess who's a queen, and more. There's children everywhere. Your life is chosen for you. you have a destiny. You need to follow your destiny whenever you can. The 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 problem is, or the story is, there's a very dry planet, and it needs water to survive. So when another race or colony comes to you, it says, I want this, but they don't know how to take care of it. They come there and they don't understand it. And basically, you have to fight for your land as an indigenous person of this land to know that you are the one who is truly the one who's meant to take care of the land. So you will gain a name for yourself by becoming the man or woman or person or being that you are supposed to be by fighting this war whenever you're supposed to. It's coming soon. I'm going to say 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, maybe 4 months. It's I'm hearing 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 12 months, 10 months, 11 months, 13 months, 14, 15. There's something like there's a milestone every like few months for you, and you have to go through training. So go through training as much as you can. Their ships are big, and you can't see them. They're cloud ships, but they're not. They're hitting us really hard. The people really want to duck for cover, so they have to go inside. Everyone who's a citizen has to go inside. Everyone who's a warrior has to go to find work in the military so that they can be trained to go and fight the other race that's trying to conquer God and the prophet and religion. So this is the Lyra Wars, isn't it? There's a bunch of outsiders who don't really know how it works, and they want everyone to like do it their way, but their way isn't correct. God has already told us the way, and we need to listen to God. So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments if you got one that worked for you. I did, and that was pretty cool. I'd love to talk about it. Please make sure you like and subscribe so I can see you in the future. And cool. Thanks for staying with me.